This is Around the House with Kay and Tom. This morning I am going to fix some sweet Alabama pecan bread. What you're going to need a cup of oil, 4 eggs, cup of sugar, cup of brown sugar, 1½ cup of self-rising flour, and some vanilla flavoring. 1 teaspoonful of vanilla flavoring and 2 cups of chopped pecans. So we will get started. First thing I need to do is preheat my oven to 350, and I'm going to lightly grease my 9x13 dish, and I'm going to use Pam this morning just to spray it. It says lightly greased. And we've got that all done. And in our bowl, we stir together the sugar. I've got a cup of sugar. We have a cup of brown sugar. And we need to have 4 eggs, slightly beaten. You know, I always do like when I add ingredients to go ahead and, as I pour them in there, I sort of get them mixed up a little bit. A lot of people just pour everything in there and then mix, which I'm sure is okay, but I just sort of like to blend mine just a little bit. I hope y'all are ready for the holidays, well, for Christmas. We've made it through Thanksgiving, and Christmas will be here next week. Okay, that's pretty well mixed together. And I have beaten my eggs. And we're going to put them right in that bowl. And we need a cup of oil. Tom always used the olive oil, and I've just kept doing the same thing. But I'm sure any kind of oil you use probably would be fine. Stirring while we add, because if not, it sure will be lumpy. Let's get that all blended in there. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom. Hope you will subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And if you have, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. There, I think that's pretty well blended. Okay, then I need to add 1 teaspoonful of vanilla flavoring, 1½ cups of self-rising flour, that sure did get thick. Okay. And we're smoothing out. And the only thing to add now is the 2 cups of chopped pecans. Even though my bag says chopped pecans, it sure was a lot of pieces in there that was whole, or halves. So I sort of chopped them up a little bit more. Get them all blended in real good. And make sure you get around the bottom, because it seems like every time I try to stir it a little bit more, I get some dry flour. Okay, that seems to be very well mixed. And again, this was 1 cup of sugar, a cup of brown sugar, 1½ cups of self-rising flour, 4 eggs beaten, a cup of oil, 2 cups of chopped pecans, and 1 teaspoonful of vanilla flavoring. And the next thing we have to do, it says to spoon into your dish that you have sprayed it with Pam. Look like I'm doing much spooning, does it? It just seems to be going all together. I imagine when this gets to cooking, it'll have a very good smell, but right now it just doesn't have one. And we're going to bake it for 30 minutes. and it says do not overbake. So in 30 minutes time, we will come back and see what it looks like. Timer went off. Let's get it out. Well, it really looks pretty. We're going to let it cool just a few minutes, and then we're going to cut into it. And again, this is Around the House with Kay and Tom, and this is sweet Alabama pecan bread. Try it and see what it's like. And again, Around the House with Kay and Tom. It's been cooling for just a few moments, and I am going to cut into it, and let's just see what we've got. It's still a little warm. Now it really smells good. You see the pecans, and it looks done. And we're going to try it out. And again, Around the House with Kay and Tom. Hope you have a real nice holiday and come back to see me again. Okay, I've cut out a piece, and here's the finished product. It really looks good. Around the House with Kay and Tom. Hope you subscribe, and we'll come back to see me, and Merry Christmas.